Listening to alpha male dating advice is not going to help your life. Now, before you go and say anything about like, yeah, it is, I used to be one of those people that would watch these videos of like Fresh and Fit and stuff and would see the advice they give and like the robotic type pickup games and scripts they would say, and I'd be like, oh my god, this is definitely going to work. And I would spend more time watching these videos than I would actually going out and talking to girls and gaining skills doing it. Now look, bro, these videos you see online and these things you see talking about like how to text girls and like the things you need to say to girls in order to get them, like Teachingmensfashion, Fresh and Fit, the things you see from these guys, I promise you, they don't work. They make you seem extremely robotic. You just seem like one of those weirdo guys. And a point to this is like, how many people who are actually watching these videos, who are actually spending time watching how to get girls, and the photo is like a thumbnail with a guy grabbing some girl's ass, are actually getting girls, bro? Like, just be real with yourself. Not many. Now, the best advice, and I know you hear that from these same people that this is bad advice, but the best advice, seriously, to get girls is to be yourself. Seriously? And people are, whoa, no, that's terrible advice. You need to act like this person. No, if you genuinely want to get girls, and you want to not just get girls, but get girls that actually connect with you, get girls you actually can have good conversations with, you need to be yourself. You need to be who you are. And the real reason that you need to watch these videos and the real reason that you think you need to act in this robotic way is because yourself isn't a good person. Yourself isn't someone girls would want to be around. So instead of watching all of these videos, spending all this time like I used to, watching these pickup game videos, how to get girls, how to make girls like you better, how about you instead just go out there, hit the gym, make your life better, read more books, develop your personality, become more charismatic, become someone people like more, get better at speaking, and then go get girls. And then you don't have to worry about using pickup game, doing anything, because you're just naturally a person who girls like. You're just naturally someone who's interesting. Now, whether or not you can actually, because like, sure, yeah, you can get girls to go out with you like once or twice with these pickup games, but then once they actually get to know you, once they actually start to talk to you, they're like, this guy's really weird. That's just the truth. So for us young guys, yeah, sometimes it seems cool, like, oh, we're going to use these tips, and like, when she asks you how your day is, don't answer because it will make the conversation dry, and instead invite her out somewhere. And it just makes you seem so robotic. I'll pull up texts I used to deadass. These are texts I used to send to girls. And if you read them through, they just seem so stiff. And this is when I was trying to like implement the steps. This was literally like a year ago when I was trying to like implement these steps of getting girls. And guess what, bro? I didn't, like, sure, yeah, I had a few girls and stuff that I was hanging out with, but it doesn't, first off, it wasn't with girls that I actually even enjoyed hanging out with. And second off, it just was so weird. They found it weird. I was finding it weird, but I was like, hey, if it works, it works. And like, once they would get to know me, they would stop talking to me. And that would happen time and time again. And if this is a problem you're currently suffering with, this is why. You start talking to a girl, she seems really interested in you because you're using all these tips. She comes out with you, you have a good time, whatever. But then as she gets to know you more, she realizes you're a fucking weirdo. That's just the truth. She realizes you're weird. She realizes you're not really the guy that she wants to be around. And then she stops talking to you out of nowhere. Sound familiar? Yeah, because you're listening to these tips online. So instead of listening to the tips, develop a personality. Develop the personality of someone who gets girls. Develop the personality of someone who's just naturally charismatic, naturally smart, naturally knows about things. And then the girls naturally just not necessarily come from that, but you don't have to worry about these pickup games or things anymore because you are just a person who can talk to girls. You're just a person who has a good personality. And that is the honest and best way to get them. And literally, as I said, I used to watch these videos. Like, I used to literally sit there for hours and watch these videos, watch these podcasts. And I promise you, bro, I pinky promise you that compared to just developing a personality of someone who can actually get girls and going out there and just not having to worry about these things. Because that's the thing too, is like, you seem so weird when you're like intentionally waiting 4 hours to text back when you've seen her text after a minute. You intentionally are like, people can realize when you're bullshitting them. People know when you're waiting to answer their texts. People know when you're like sending these weird things that you clearly just seen online and you're like copying and pasting and just filling out the blanks with their name. People can tell this stuff because it's not natural. It's not who you are. Because yeah, you can be that person on text, but then when you meet up in person, you're a whole different personality. I said person a lot, but you're a whole different personality. And now they're like, this isn't matching up, and that's what makes you seem really weird. And I could be very wrong with this. I could be very, very wrong with this. I'm not like a dating coach or anything, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you like how to text girls and things, because I think none of that's going to work, because different girls are different everywhere, and you're different, and the other person watching this is different. And the reality is, bro, you just got to be who you are. And if you're a bad person, you'll know, because you won't get any girls. And that's room to grow. That's room to improve. Because if you're not getting any girls being who you are, it's not because you need more tips online. It's not because you need to listen to more alpha male dating advice. It's because you need to become a better person. And that was the biggest lesson I learned. You just have to be the type of person who treats girls well, takes them out, shows them good times, and naturally is just good and fluent with that stuff. Now that's going to take time. That's going to take a few years. It took me a few years personally. Maybe my intention with these videos is to help you do it in less time. But it takes time, and that's the reality. So give it time, and eventually it will just be natural. Also, if you want to get advice from me directly to your email, go to the link that's in the description of this video right here, and you can get a free PDF of the 10 most important skills that every young guy should master. And you'll get that as well as emails from me whenever I think are necessary. I don't send you spam. I don't send you anything that I don't think is going to help your life. I don't sell any programs, courses, or anything currently. So you can just go down, join that, get advice from me directly sent to your email, and also get a free PDF. So check that out in the link in the description. And have a nice day. See ya.